The revenue model we're going to use right now is about how we scale. The problem is, we're stuck because we don't have the budget to produce unique or distinctive physical products. We also don't have enough capital to make products affordable for the local market. So we have to focus on selling internationally, mainly because of currency differences. Our main model will be B2B. That means we'll allow people to buy our digital files, low-cost assets, and use them to create their own products to sell. We'll price them cheaply, around $10-15 as a one-time purchase. After that, they can use them however they want, sell them however they want, completely freely. We position ourselves as a publisher. We create stories, narratives, and characters. We won't be responsible for or involved in how those assets are used in production or sales. This model has both risks and advantages. The advantage is that we can scale very fast and build a brand without spending any money. People will spread and sell our work for us. The downside is reputation risk. We won't know how people will use our characters. Some will create low-quality products, others might create amazing ones. There will be everything in between. This is a risk we knowingly accept. Right now, there isn't really a brand doing this in a completely open way. The closest example is Animula, still in testing, where streamers can sell merchandise but with limitations, limited time and controlled formats. What we're doing is more open than that. We will also have a B2C model. That means selling directly to customers who buy for personal use, not resale. We won't focus heavily on B2C, but it's necessary. Otherwise, customers will ask, "Why can't I buy your products directly?" Or, "What are you actually selling?" So we need it for accessibility. For B2C, we'll use a fulfillment platform like Printify. It handles production, packing, and shipping. We only need to upload our designs. The downside is limited design options and uncertain quality. Since they control costs, the product experience may not match what we want. For example, we might want a premium textured postcard paper, but the platform may only offer standard materials. Even if the cost is similar, the customer experience might feel cheap. It's not necessarily about quality, it's about perception and tactile experience. Now, with this model, there are both best-case and worst-case scenarios. In the best case, the market will be filled with our products across all quality levels: bad, good, and excellent. There will be many sellers, high competition, and inevitably copying between sellers. Those who create better products will get copied and undercut. We already expect this. Another issue is that many sellers will use the same suppliers, like Printify or others, so products will look similar. The question is, how do they differentiate? This is where the importance of the Marilla project comes in. It's designed to solve this loop and help people stand out. Why are we doing B2B like this? First, because it fits us. Second, because we want to help people who want to have something like a licensed product. It should feel like a real licensed brand, but they can legally use it to build their own business. It's a form of empowerment, but only those who are truly capable will survive. They need to go beyond just design. They must think about strategy, how to position themselves, how to build their platform, how to differentiate when the products are almost identical. This is also what we're doing in our AI Creator Discord community. It's like a school, but not in a traditional way. No one teaches directly. We share experiences, problems, and solutions. It's about learning through doing. For long-term sustainability of this model, we must continue creating characters and stories. This is the front end, which creates emotional impact, not direct revenue. The real revenue should come from the Marilla project, which acts as the back-end system. It will support suppliers, feedback loops, and other infrastructure we've talked about before. Now, are we at a disadvantage? Yes, especially in terms of IP. We allow people to use our characters freely except for one restriction. Do not use our characters to promote or advertise any products. The reason for this is quite clear. However, this rule is not absolute and may not apply perfectly to every situation. The main concern is this. If everyone starts using our characters for their own purposes, the audience will no longer be able to distinguish what is official and what is not. They won't know which messages come from us, which are created by others, or which ones truly represent our brand. As a result, the authority and credibility of our characters and our brand will be weakened. The trust in what they say will decrease, and we also cannot control what kinds of products people might associate our characters with. That's why this rule exists in the first place. However, if someone really wants to do it, there is still a way. They must clearly communicate that it is not official. As long as that distinction is made transparent and obvious, then it can be acceptable. We can say it, but we can't really take legal action. This highlights the problem with current copyright systems. They exist, but they're flawed. Sometimes systems even make mistakes. For example, someone might just be reviewing content, but the system flags and removes it anyway. It can't understand intent. That's a problem we want to solve with the Marilla project. So yes, we give up some control over IP, but in return, we gain a customer base, both B2B and B2C, data, and deep insight into user problems. We stay close to our users. Another challenge is that we can't easily sell to Thai customers due to high costs. Selling internationally introduces issues like payment systems and platform restrictions that don't support Thailand well. We also want to solve this. There are also feedback issues, platform problems that users can't easily report or get fixed. Sometimes platforms don't listen, or they don't consider it important, or it's just poor communication. This is something we care about deeply. Finally, we believe that real learning comes from doing. You have to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them yourself. That's the most effective way. Taking courses, even hundreds of them, doesn't help if you don't actually apply what you learn. We've taken many courses, both free and paid, but the real problem was that we didn't take action.
เหมือนเคยโดนเธอทำร้ายเกิดเป็นแผลเจ็บจนร้องไห้เสียใจเหมือนฉันเป็นคนโดนทิ้งแต่จริงๆก็ไม่รู้ด้วยเหตุใดหรือเพราะฉันก็ลืมน้ำแต่บาดแผลเมื่อน้ำตาแห้งความเจ็บมันก็หายหรือเพราะฉันไม่ดีพอหรือเธอขอไม่ให้ฉันดีกัน